A woman who behaves in these 5 ways is not matured enough to settle down. Whether this woman is already your wife or she's still your girlfriend, if she's behaving in any of these 5 ways or in all of these 5 ways, it shows that this woman is not matured enough to be in that marriage. She's not matured enough to handle issues of marriage. You see, this is why a lot of marriages are suffering today. A lot of marriages are breaking, crashing today. It is because of this. Two people falls in love. They feel they've gotten to the right age of settling down. And before you know what is happening, they are married. They settle down. Before you could start counting when they got married, their misunderstanding is everywhere. They've separated. It is because they refuse to ask themselves this one big important question, which is, are they matured enough for this? Age and maturity are two different things. Age is just a number, and it is your maturity that complements your age. There are a lot of people that have come of age, but when they show you the level of their maturity, you prefer that of a child than theirs. There are people like that. So if it is your wife or your girlfriend that is behaving in these ways, 5 ways, or in any of those 5 ways, it shows she's not matured enough for that marriage. Number one behavior of a woman that is not matured enough for marriage is that she does not joke. She cannot joke with her independence. She cannot joke with her freedom. Her freedom is so important to her. Freedom can be very sweet, but once you've decided to settle down, you should learn to let some things go, especially as a woman. Let some things go. Learn to adjust to some things. For example, you want to hang out, you want to do your normal girls hangout with your friends, and he said, no, you can't go anywhere. You abide by his instruction. You obey him and stay back. You want to do some things you usually do when you were single, and he said you can't do this thing. So long as that thing is for the betterment of the both of you, you need to abide. You need to listen to him and leave that thing just for peace to reign in your home. As a man, you're with a woman who cannot obey you. She cannot heed to your instructions. Then you should think it twice before settling down with that woman, because it shows that that woman is not matured enough to handle that marriage. You're seeing a woman that cannot joke with her independence. Her independence matters a lot, and you are insisting on settling with her. My brother, you not amount to anything where she is, because that thing she wants to do is what she's going to do. You cannot stop her from being free. And this is why women like this don't last in marriage, because they feel caged. They feel that the man is going to cage them. They feel that the man has already caged them. The man doesn't want them to be free. A lot of things that they were doing before, they've stopped it. Before you know what is happening, in order for them to regain that freedom, they will divorce the man and regain their freedom. They just want to be free. So before you marry this kind of a woman, you need to think it twice. And if you're already married to this kind of a woman, you agree with me with what I'm saying. A woman that doesn't joke with their independence cannot stay in marriage. Number two behavior of a woman that is not matured enough to settle down is that she doesn't want to get involved in serious conversation. Any serious relationship needs a serious conversation. If your relationship must be serious, then you need to have serious conversations. Now, when we are talking about conversation, we are talking about the both of you making plans, future plans. We are talking about the both of you discussing about your goals, your careers, your aspirations, what you want to achieve in life, your financial stability. You're discussing about the number of kids you want to have. You're discussing how to take care of the ones you've had. These discussions are very, very important in any serious relationship. Now, you're with a woman who avoids this discussion like disease. She doesn't want to discuss any discussion that has to do with the future. Whenever you want to talk about it, she finds something else to cover it up. It means this woman is not ready for that marriage. She's not matured enough to settle down. Number three behavior of a woman that is not matured enough to settle down is that your opinion doesn't matter to her. Your opinion does not count. Anything you're saying to her doesn't make sense. Now, when you want to settle with a woman, that woman should be able to value your opinions and respect you. You can't be with a woman that you're just saying what you want to say, and she looks at you in the face and say, you're saying nonsense, you're saying rubbish, this your opinion doesn't count at all. Anything you say does not count. She doesn't see things from your own point of view. Now, if you're with a woman who values your opinion, she will listen to what you're saying, and then she tells you, okay, your opinion is wonderful, what you've said is nice, but what about we doing it like this? What about you doing it this way or that way? Then in that way, you know that this woman really values your opinion. But once she's not doing these things, once she's not seeing your opinion as being like, once she's not valuing your opinion, she sees your opinion as pointless, like she doesn't value it at all. She looks at your face and tells you that you're not making sense at all, what you're saying is useless, then it means this woman is not matured enough to settle down. And number 4 is that she's not financially responsible. When I talk about financial responsibility, I'm talking of a woman who can plan for her finance. She can plan for her finance. Like, she can make plans. Oh, this is what I can spend this month, this week, this year, and she keeps to that plan. Any woman that cannot plan for her finance cannot help you plan future. What she's believing in, let's eat today, tomorrow will take care of itself. She can't help you plan for tomorrow, because a woman who cannot plan for her finances, any woman who is not financially responsible, she is a type of woman that owes a lot of debt. She's a type of woman that lives reckless. She spends recklessly. She doesn't have any savings at all. So once you see a woman like this, she's not financially stable, she's not financially responsible, it means she's not matured enough to settle down, because it takes only someone who is matured enough to settle down to help you plan for the future. Now, number 5 and the least is that she does not know how to resolve conflict, and she does not know how to handle disagreements. Disagreements, we know, is very, in fact, it's something you cannot avoid in a relationship. It's common. And how you handle this disagreement, how you handle this conflict, shows how matured and intelligent you are. If you're with a woman who avoid, like, anytime the both of you have little misunderstanding, she starts keeping grudges, she starts keeping malice, she doesn't even want to talk about that thing that the both of you are having misunderstanding about, and she doesn't want to resolve it, then she's not matured enough to settle down. Because matured women know how to talk to their men when they offend them. You offend a matured woman now, she knows how to communicate it to you. She knows how to tell you what she likes and what she doesn't like. She knows how to resolve issues. She knows how to handle disagreements. So these are the behaviors of a woman that is not matured enough to settle down. When you're with this kind of a woman and you want to settle with her, allow her, give her more time to see if she's going to grow up with her, like if her maturity is going to come up, so that you don't suffer in that marriage. Because once you settle with a woman that is not matured enough, like I said before, you're in for a long ride, and sometimes you end up breaking up, like the both of you end up crashing, the both of you ended up not staying in that marriage for a long time.